My top 10 WWE matches of September 2025. Let's get into it. We did this last month. This is a new monthly series we're doing. Just a quick little intro so y'all don't click off the video. Oh my god, he's talking too much. Yeah, I'm just going to rank my top 10 WWE matches of September 2025, whether that's PLE, SmackDown, Raw, NXT, or even NXT PLE, right? We had NXT No Mercy, so we're counting all that, right? We're counting NXT as well. My top 10, we do have honorable mentions in this as well. We do that every week. So top 10 with a few honorable mentions. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. Also, yeah, because I forgot. I think I said this like midway of the video last time. When I'm ranking these matches, I'm ranking everything into it, right? The match itself, obviously, you know, the entrance, how the crowd's reacting, if there's a really crazy spot, funny moments, the commentary, how the everything's flowing, how it develops the story. So I'm adding every element into this match. So that's how we rank everything. So if you're wondering how I rank it, that's how we do it. So starting with my honorable mention, number one here, is Jey Uso versus LA Knight on Raw. A fun match. And I'm actually not a fan of either one of these guys in the ring. I like their characters. I think they get good on the mic. They have funny moments, but in the ring they're just okay. I don't think they're bad. I don't think Jey Uso's bad in the ring. I don't think LA Knight's bad in the ring. They're just okay. When I see one of their matches being advertised or coming up, I'm not like match of the year candidate incoming. But these two had fun, and if we want to talk about spots that give points, the one spot where LA Knight's hitting Jay and they're like, yeah, and then Jey Uso's forcing LA Knight, and then they're saying yeet the crowd. That gives some more points to this match on my ranking list. I thought that was a funny spot, right? But then you also have the Vision coming in and being Looney Tune-ish like they always are, right? So that was also fun to see that. But then I think the best part of this match was Jey Uso actually taking advantage of the Vision Looney Tune-ish and actually spearing LA Knight and winning the match, right? So taking advantage of the Vision distracting LA Knight. Obviously, like I said, we add, story in these matches as well. So that, developing that story, I'm also bumping it up on some points, which is why it made the honorable mention. And I only have two honorable mentions. I don't know if I forgot to say that or not this month. And my second honorable mention is actually going to be Javon Evans versus Sami Zayn. U.S. Open Challenge, U.S. Title Open Challenge. A fun match, very fun match. I was happy to see Javon Evans, make it on the main roster, and so the main roster crowd could see him. And when he came out, the crowd went crazy. They were excited. Obviously, him and Sammy had a fun match. Yeah, this was a good match. They went back and forth. I think it was a little shorter. It could have been longer. So I think this might be like my least favorite out of the Sami Zayn's U.S. Title Open challenges this month. But not saying it's bad. It's just my least because the others are that good. But like I said, I had to put it as honorable mention. I almost forgot about it. I had to slide it in here last second. I forgot it was this month in September because it happened on Friday. So yeah, I had to add that too. I thought it was a fun match. All right, now finally going in the top 10 here at number 10, we have AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano on Raw. Fun match, like nothing crazy about it. The spot at the end of AJ Styles reversing into the Styles Clash to win it, I thought was a very fun spot, which is why it has a lot, made it into the top 10 for me. That spot alone carried this match. But I also just think AJ Styles and El Grande Americano had a great match. It was a fun match. One of my, you know, favorite matches. I'm trying to say one of the better matches of Raw this month for sure. I thought it was a fun little match. Like I said, not the longest match, not the craziest match of all time, but I had to put it in my top 10 because I think I had fun watching those two go back and forth in the ring. It was a fun match. So yeah, not too much to say on it. Yeah, have it at 10. At number 9, we have Jacy Jayne versus Lola Vice for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT No Mercy. Fun match, good match, right? These two can wrestle. Jacy Jayne is one of the more underrated wrestlers that WWE has right now. She is amazing. Her character is amazing. What she's doing with Fatal Influence is amazing. But then if you want to, give props to Lola Vice is also amazing. She's fun to watch. We going back and forth. I really did think Lola Vice was going to win this match going into it. I was like, all right, this is the time. Jacy Jayne had a good run here, right? She had a nice little NXT championship run, but it's her time to move on. Lola Vice, way deserves it, right? She's been, over with the crowd for what, a year now? Like it's been a hot minute. So I thought this was the time. But somebody screwing Lola Vice and having that story, and even Jacy Jayne not knowing who it was. So obviously, story, like I said, when I'm ranking these matches, I'm adding everything. And with that, story, that mystery part, that bumps it up a lot of points, where that's why I have it at 9 instead of 10. This is why I have it over the AJ Styles versus El Grande Americano match, is because that mystery spot is like, all right, who screwed it? Lola Vice, for Jacy Jayne to retain here. So yeah, a fun match. That'll be my number 9. At number 8, we got Carmelo Hayes versus Sami Zayn for the U.S. title open challenge. Like I said, I think all of Sami Zayn's U.S. title open challenges I've all made on this list. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if that's like a spoiler alert or anything, but yeah, I think they all made it that I can remember. Unless I'm missing one, I think I got all of them on here because I enjoyed all of them. I think they're all great. Again, just like Javon Evans wasn't like the longest match or anything. I think all these U.S. title matches have been short except for 2 of them, but we'll break that down later. Like I said, just like the Javon Evans match, had fun spots. Carmelo Hayes is a great in-ring wrestler. They're going back and forth. Carmelo Hayes deserves this U.S. title match for a hot minute now. I'm glad he finally got it. Unfortunately, he had to get it when Sami's starting his U.S. title open challenges, so I knew he wasn't going to be the one to dethrone Sami because obviously they got to keep this U.S. title challenge thing going for a little while. Sami Zayn didn't make a whole scene and bringing John Cena out and asking for him to do it just for him to lose after a few U.S. title matches with it, right? He has to have it for a little time here, or that whole thing was kind of pointless. But like I said, fun match. Love Carmelo Hayes, one of my favorite wrestlers right now. So yeah, he deserves more love, and I'm glad he finally got a championship match, even though he lost. At number 7, we have another SmackDown match: Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for Tiffy's belt, for the women's championship belt here. Yeah, fun match. I think this was a good one-on-one. I think these two have great chemistry. I think their match at SummerSlam was good. I think this match on SmackDown was good. Obviously, Nia Jax coming out to screw Jade, kind of ended the match. But yeah, I think these two were going back and forth before, Nia intervened or whatever. I think these two had fun. Obviously, we have that one spot where Tiffy got a concussion or whatever, which was scary. Watching live, I was like, whoa. But, now knowing that she's A-okay, right? She's all fine. Yeah, I think it was a good match. They had good chemistry, and I enjoyed it. One of the better SmackDown matches, so that'll be my number 7. At number 6, we have Blake Monroe versus Jordynne Grace steel cage match at NXT No Mercy. Oh my god, I love this match. And hey, you know why this has a lot of more points to be higher up on the list? Did you see what Blake Monroe looked like? Good god. If she asks me to do anything, I'm doing it. If she asks me to do anything, I'm doing it. Holy cow, she looked mad good, right? Alright, we're getting on topic here. But, match itself, holy cow, the spots in this were insane, bro. Jordynne Grace and Blake Monroe, you two both deserve to take a vacation after this match. The spots you're doing was crazy. Through the table, through the little diamonds, right? All the bumps they took on the actual cage, whipping them. And yeah, this was a very fun match. They went back and forth. Obviously, Jordynne Grace winning is deserved. Right now, they're 1-1. They can, finish the trilogy off and go for a third. Blake Monroe has a match that she won at Heat Wave. Now Jordynne Grace won this one. But also, you could set up the third, because not only did Jordynne Grace win where it's 1-1, she also kind of won, like, on accident in a way. Like, she slammed Blake Monroe in the table and it kind of just laid on her. I thought it was a funny ending and won it. But, like, yeah, I think this is how you continue to go for a third match. Do a trilogy. I think this will be one of the better trilogies of the year for sure. This has been a fun story ever since Jordynne Grace. My bad. Blake Monroe has turned on Jordynne Grace at Evolution. This has been a fun story. So, yeah, I think this deserves to be up here. I really enjoyed this match. At number 5, which a match that just caught me way off guard, because when it was advertised, I don't think it was going to be this good. I thought it was going to be good, but not to be in my top 5. On a random Monday night on Raw here, we got Raquel Rodriguez. Totally botched that, by the way. Raquel versus Lyra on Raw. Holy cow, they just let these women cook. WWE and Triple H are just like, you know what? You can have the longest match. You could just have this little crazy long peak match on Raw. We'll give you it. We just feel like giving you guys a good match tonight. We'll give you guys the time. And when they gave them the time, these two girls, they cooked. Holy cow, this match was fun. Is this my number 1 Raw match this month? Let me look at my list. Yeah, I think this is the best Raw match of September 2025. This was very, very fun. Very good match. Both of these girls are great. Lyra, obviously great. Raquel, oh my god, man. Ever since she changed her character, ever since her and Roxanne have been a tag team. I love Liv Morgan, but, like, dude, I think Liv Morgan, leaving Raquel, obviously, I'm not saying good thing she got hurt, but, like, her, being separated from Liv Morgan might have been the best thing in Raquel's career, because Liv Morgan is so good, it was kind of hurting Raquel. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when they had matches, everyone just cared about watching Liv. But then when it was Raquel and Roxanne is still newer, so the fans don't know her as much, but they still love her. But we're able to cheer for both, right? And it was even. So Raquel had her time to shine, and now since they lost the belts and Raquel's having these one-on-one matches and actually doing her thing, Raquel is going to be one of the better women of 2025 for wrestling. So yeah, fun match. That's on my number 5. And at 4, we got Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquero, WrestlePalooza. Probably the only good thing about WrestlePalooza, my least favorite event of the year. But at least we got this match. At least we got this banger. Yeah, I think when this match was advertised, I literally said, I probably said it in my prediction video, I believe. I think this will be match of the night. It's Io Sky. It's Stephanie Vaquero. Two of the best wrestlers that WWE got. And that, you notice how I said wrestler, not woman wrestler, because both genders, yeah, these are the best that WWE got right now. Definitely on the, younger ones coming up. Yeah, these two, bro. These two are, oh my god. These two are so good in the ring, and their chemistry was insane. And Stephanie winning the belt was the right choice. I love Io, right? I love Io Sky. But I feel like we need to switch up the champion. I feel like it's been like either Io Sky or Rhea Ripley for a whole year. And it was nice and refreshing when we got Naomi, because it was like about time we got a new champ. Because I love Rhea, I love Io, but I just wanted something new on Raw. I wanted a new champion. So I was excited when Naomi got it, and then she had to go get pregnant. But, congrats, Naomi. And then yeah, but yeah, this match cooked. It's on number 4. All right, moving into the top 3. My number. Come on, this match is gonna make it, bro. AJ Lee and CM Punk versus Becky and Seth. Like I said, at WrestlePalooza, I know I was just saying Io and Stephanie is the only good thing about WrestlePalooza. Trolling aside, stop being dramatic aside. There was only 2 good matches of that event, which was Io Sky, Stephanie, and then this mixed tag match. Yeah, Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquero is a better in-ring match for sure, like I said, but this isn't, when I'm ranking these, it's not just based off of in-ring, right? Entrances, story, characters, the crowd, commentary, what does it do for, like, everything, the future, the past, right? It's AJ Lee's return match. This was probably going to make top 3 for me no matter what. It could have been her doing cartwheels. I probably would have had it top 3. AJ Lee is my second favorite female wrestler of all time. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So whatever happened here is probably going to be very high on the list. But actually, it was good. Like I said, it was not as good as the in-ring wrestling match as Io and Stephanie. But it was really good. I mean, we had that crazy spot at the end, too, of AJ Lee, like, just jumping on everybody and the whole table collapsed. I don't even know what that was. That was craziness. But yeah, it was a lot of good spots in this match. Obviously, when CM Punk and Seth are in the ring together, one of the best chemistries together of all time. Those two never fail to cook. And then, obviously, Becky Lynch and AJ Lee being my top 2 female wrestlers of all time. Seeing them wrestle, yeah, that was like a dream come true for me. And I can't wait for their one-on-one match. But yeah, this was making top 3, guys. Come on. At number 2, and I would have thought I would never have a SmackDown match at number 2. John Cena versus Sami Zayn U.S. title open challenge. We talked about it. Like I said, they all made it here. I believe all the open challenges made it this month because they're all that good. But this one was just really good, man. I mean, like I said, when I'm ranking these, I'm adding story as well. I'm even adding technically promos as well. And there was a promo before this match. If there's even a promo that happens before the match, after the match, I'm going to count that too as well, right? Like, for example, a few months ago, if we were I didn't start these videos yet, but if we're ranking it and I added that Goldberg and Gunther match, I would have counted Gunther's retirement speech in that ranking, even though WWE cut him off anyways. But you get what I'm trying to say. There was a promo before this match, which gives it a lot of points as well. I thought it was a really great promo. Sami Zayn just giving John Cena credit, but then he's like, yo, I want your U.S. Open Challenge, which might be one of the greatest things. No, not might. It is one of the greatest things in WWE. One of the greatest things that John Cena has ever done. Back in the day when he did that, though, he was helping so much young talent. He has helped a lot. That was such a fun idea. And it was just fun. It made SmackDown fun, right? It made, just weekly TV fun when you're just sitting there. Who's John Cena gonna verse next? And now we're doing that with Sami Zayn. Who's Sami Zayn gonna verse next? And yeah, so that, and then sorry, I'm just going on a rampage. Kind of went off topic. Well, not off topic, but I was just yapping. The match itself was really good, right? John Cena pulling off, Edge's spear. Everyone talks about that spot in the match. Obviously iconic. One of Cena's greatest rivals. It was funny. Not funny. It was great to see him use his spear. Obviously, John Cena isn't the greatest person with the spear. It was just an okay spear, but we're not judging him off of that, right? This is why he doesn't pull the spear. But it was still a fun match. They went back and forth. It was longer than I thought. The only negative about this match is literally the amount of commercials they just spam during this crap. This might have been number one, honestly, if it wasn't for that. I feel like the commercials low-key killed the vibe, but hey, it is what it is. Number one match for September 2025 WWE. Sami Zayn versus Rey Fenix, U.S. title open challenge match. Yes, like I said, they all made it. I was debating between this and John Cena one. I think I might like John Cena more, but it's like, because I'm being biased because John Cena's my favorite and I think the greatest of all time. But like as a match, man, this was definitely better. I know that ruins the logic, and they're like, all right, why did you put AJ Lee the mixed tag match? I mean, over Io and Stephanie. And then if you like the match better, but the wrestling wasn't as great. Listen, it's my ranking, bro. Screw you, bro. I think Rey Fenix and Sami Zayn was the best match of September. It cooked, right? It was fun. The crowd was going crazy. The amount of times I was like, oh my god, is Rey Fenix actually going to win this? Like, because the amount of near falls there was, the spots in this, they're going back and forth. There was a longer U.S. title matches. I think this and the John Cena match, right, are the two longest Sami Zayn U.S. title matches so far. The other ones were short, like Carmelo and Javon Evans and stuff. So this one was longer. It was fun. Rey Fenix is such a good in-ring wrestler, bro. So is Sammy, but like I just want to give Rey Fenix his credit. Yeah, fun match. This is personally my number one match of December 2025. But honestly, this and the John Cena and Zayn one, I can flip depending on my mood. I think these are the top two for me, no matter what. That's for sure. What at number one, it's just kind of the mood that when I finally hit record on this video, the mood I was in was, I think the Rey Fenix and Sami Zayn match was better. But you can ask me tomorrow. You can ask me in 5 minutes. I might say, you know what? Maybe it was the John Cena and Sami match that was the best match this month. But either way, both go to matches. Honestly, a good month overall. I think I had the worst PLE of the year, unfortunately, with WrestlePalooza. But it's kind of crazy how SmackDown and Raw carried this month over WrestlePalooza, right? Like the weekly shows the year had to carry over WrestlePalooza and NXT No Mercy. Honestly, I debated adding more NXT No Mercy matches, but I only have 10, and I didn't want to spam like 10 honorable mentions. But yeah, it wasn't a bad month. Honestly, I'll take it. And at least WrestlePalooza had some bangers. I mean, my 3 and 4 are both WrestlePalooza matches, so it is what it is. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Drop a like, sub if you're new, and please drop a like. These videos take a while, to do. I'm literally working on these technically all month when I'm making the list. Every time I'm watching a SmackDown, Raw, NXT event, WrestlePalooza, whatever. So yeah, it takes a second of your life to drop a like, where it takes me a month to literally make this video pretty much. So please drop that like.